Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, the place where South African politics gets unpacked with facts, flavor, and just a little bit of spice. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you're tired of excuses from politicians, and don't forget to leave a comment below, because we want to know what you think about this diamond-sized scandal. Now let's talk about a gift that has landed South Africa's Deputy President, Paul Mashatile, in hot water. And not just any gift, we're talking about a diamond, baby. A shiny, glittering rock allegedly worth more than just a few compliments. This gift, given to his wife, Hazel Mashatile, by controversial businessman Louis Liebenberg, has now spiraled into a full-blown ethics crisis. So how did we get here? Back in 2023, Louis Liebenberg, a man no stranger to controversy, gifted a diamond to the deputy president's wife. Sounds generous, right? Except there was one small problem: Mashatile never reported it to Parliament, as required by South Africa's Code of Ethical Conduct for MPs. That code clearly says, if you or your close family member receives a gift, especially from someone who might want a favor, you need to declare it, confidentially, in your register of interests. But Mashatile didn't. And his excuse? He was waiting for the diamond's valuation. Imagine trying that excuse with SARS: sorry, I couldn't declare my income yet. I'm waiting for my payslip to sparkle. The Parliamentary Joint Committee on Ethics and Members' Interests wasn't buying it either. They found him guilty of breaching the code and slapped him with a 10,000 fine. That's right, 10,000 rand, which, in political punishment terms, is like getting detention for crashing your parents' BMW. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a fine. What's the big deal? Well, this isn't just about the money. It's about trust. It's about how someone in one of the highest offices in the land can accept a luxury item from a man facing 42 charges, yes, 42, related to fraud, racketeering, and a full-blown diamond Ponzi scheme. Liebenberg isn't just an eccentric businessman with a thing for gemstones, he's got a very long legal CV. And guess what? The same Louis Liebenberg has a history of handing out diamonds and money to politicians. Almost like he's playing political Santa Claus, but instead of ho ho ho, it's yo yo yo, here's a diamond, now let's talk business. The Democratic Alliance was the first to file the complaint, back in March this year. They argued that Mashatile's omission was more than a paperwork error, it was a red flag. And not the kind you wave at a rugby match. DA MP Solly Malotsi said, this raises serious concerns about what else might be hiding under the rug. And they're not alone. Action SA came out swinging, calling for the public protector to investigate potential violations of the Executive Members Ethics Act. They're saying, if Mashatile's getting expensive gifts from businessmen with court cases, what's being exchanged behind closed doors? Favor for favor. Access for influence. Public confidence, meanwhile, is hanging by a thread. Some people say the 10,000 fine is a slap on the wrist, basically pocket change for someone who just declared a 28.9 million Constantia mansion in Cape Town. A property he first claimed as his residence, but later walked back, saying it actually belonged to his son-in-law. Sure, Mashatile's office claims they always planned to return the diamond, once they realized Liebenberg was a legal hazard. But let's be honest, if no one had asked questions, would that diamond still be sitting on Hazel Mashatile's dressing table? The Ethics Committee didn't just stop with the fine. They've also recommended a formal reprimand in the National Assembly. That's rare. Public shaming in Parliament doesn't happen every day, especially for someone in the number 2 seat of government. This entire saga has triggered a larger conversation, not just about Mashatile, but about the state of ethics in South African politics. Why is it so hard for senior leaders to declare gifts and be transparent about their finances? Why do we keep seeing the same pattern: undeclared assets, suspicious connections, and delayed admissions? And let's not forget, this comes right after massive scrutiny about Mashatile's Constantia property. That our 28.9 million mention raised eyebrows across the country. And just when the smoke was clearing, here comes a glittering diamond to reignite the fire. To be fair, Mashatile hasn't been criminally charged, not yet, at least. But the case has now been handed over to the National Prosecuting Authority, NPA, for further processing. And that's where things could get even more interesting. Will the NPA investigate the gift further? Could this spiral into a broader probe about financial disclosures and corruption? And what does this mean for President Ramaphosa, who has promised a clean administration and zero tolerance for unethical behavior? Let's not forget, South Africa is still licking its wounds from the Zondo Commission and years of state capture. The public is watching. And every gift, every undeclared diamond, every questionable mention, it all adds up. Trust is a fragile thing, and scandals like this chip away at it bit by bit. So what happens next? We wait for the NPA's findings. We wait to see if the public protector opens a case. And we watch whether Parliament will actually follow through with the formal reprimand. But above all, we wait to see whether our leaders can live up to the transparency and accountability they keep preaching about. Until then, this diamond may be out of Mashatile's hands, but the damage to his reputation, that's going to take more than evaluation to fix. And that's where we'll leave it for today. If you found this breakdown informative, hit that like button so more people can see it. Subscribe for more sharp, grounded commentary on South Africa's political headlines, and let us know in the comments, do you think Mashatile got off lightly, or is this just the beginning? Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay sharp, and see you next time.